Okay, hello everybody. How are you? Good to be here. And today is Tuesday, 28th of January. Nearly the end of January, aren't we? Hope everyone's having a great day. Big thank you to Jane yesterday for Monday Fun Day. Good fun as always. Hope it got you off to a good start in Onpassive. Certainly did from our end. And as I said yesterday, I want to talk a little bit about go over what our CEO Ash Mufareh had to say on Marty's special day. Really good to see him, wasn't it? It certainly re-energized us all, didn't it? Seeing him, it really lifts our spirits just to know that he's still there, beavering away on our behalf, as always, in the background, bringing us Onpassive 2.0, second phase, whatever you want to call it, but just knowing he is there for the good and benefit for all of us really does lift our spirits, that's for sure. I did have a look around the OES today, haven't seen any new updates to bring you, but as always, guys, like I do, make sure that you log in on a daily basis for any updates. That's the way they're going to be. Obviously through myself, Marty, Chris, and anybody else, if we hear anything, we will certainly bring it to you as soon as we possibly can of any news changes or anything like that. But the OES is the place to go as far as that is concerned. So hang in there. Why have I put this? Because really in fact, it was almost one of the last things that Ash said on Marty's. He said, so hang in there. We are only going to succeed and bring you good stuff. Now, I think for me, we will go over a lot of what he said in a moment. But for me, I think he really does acknowledge our resolve, patience, backing, belief, trust in him. And this is why I believe that he said these things towards the end, because he knows how important it is to have us as a collective, as a movement, membership, whatever you want to call it, in Onpassive. And he really was acknowledging that we need to hang in there because good things are going to be coming our way. Everything that he is doing is going to change our lives. I can't put it any simpler than that. I believe this from word go. I've looked at the vision. I've looked at what he's trying to do. And these are life-changing things that he is going to bring to us. Obviously, he has to play his cards extremely close to his chest now because of things that have gone on in the past. That's pretty normal and natural. And part of what he was saying really on Marty's birthday show with Chris and Collins Manor was to have trust in him. He was saying that we're not going anywhere and the business is here. It hasn't gone anywhere. He said we have faced challenges, but they are going to stop. They are not going to stop us in any way. And really what he was trying to point out to us here was that there have been attempts from multiple areas to bring the business down. And this is not just at the business level, but also certainly at a personal level. He has had multiple attacks from multiple areas of people, businesses, organizations that really have either tried to stop the business, dissuade anybody from being part of it, but also to taint his name, to make him out to be the bad guy and certainly not the good guy. And he is really good that he was telling us these things. He also went on to say as well is that there really is no shortage of wealth in the world. He says there's resources and abundance on this planet for everybody. But there is definitely a very unfair distribution of that. He went on to say, didn't he, that it really is that 2% or the elite that have that control over that money. And this is a very unfair and unjust system. What he is trying to do is completely change that, isn't he, at the end of the day, to give everybody a bigger share or fair crack at the whip. And obviously, because that is stopping people's gravy train to a certain extent, or the control over that money within the globe, a lot of people don't like that, do they? You know, if they've got a good thing going, the last thing they want to do is to change that good thing going, and they don't want other people coming along to change the system for the benefit of the population. They like to have that control over people so that they can make more and more money. And it was good that he was bringing that to the table. He said, I am working hard and providing a value to earn your living. I'm not in the theory of a free lunch and giveaways. He said that makes it very meaningless. So what did I make of that? I think what he's trying to say here is that he's doing his part to provide a system, platform, the products, the services, and all of the things for us to use and leverage within the ecosystem of Onpassive. But there is also a point of view from him that's saying things have changed, we are moving forward, and really you have to do a bit of the work as well. Before everyone says, I thought Onpassive were going to do a lot of the work for me, I thought Onpassive were going to do this and all the rest of it. As far as I know, that has not changed. We haven't heard the new version of what Onpassive is going to be, but he did say there is going to be changes. What those changes may be, I don't know. But it is obviously in those words saying that there is no such thing as a free lunch anymore. So let's start looking at this business exactly that. Let's use it as a business and leverage and utilize all of the avenues that are put in front of us through the ecosystem to make a good business online, above and beyond anything else. It is in your control. It makes a lot more sense for you to have control over your own business and the direction that goes in, rather than having to trust or expect other people to do it all for you. So let's see how it all evolves. But certainly I believe that part of that was to say that, you know, we are working hard for you. We are going to do the things that we are, but there is certainly not a free lunch and giveaways within the business right now. He said also, in today's time, there are so many valuable solutions that we can provide for humanity. It is a lot easier said than done. He said, but there's certainly is a lot easier today than it ever was. And that's because how technology has evolved, how it's moved forward. For instance, the internet and AI definitely make life easier, doesn't it? And we can provide value and operate from particularly anywhere on the globe. We don't need to be attached or glued to a certain location. Those days are gone. Remote working now is almost a buzzword, isn't it? Look at what COVID did to so many businesses, so many industries. How many people do we all know that because of COVID, we all started working from home? This was what the big boom as far as Zoom was concerned, that remote working. And it certainly transpires now that moving forward, as far as the Onpassive business is concerned, there really is no need to have set locations when we can have remote working and still do the same job, if not a better job, with the team that we've got now working on our behalf. So again, I'm sure in the future we will be brought up to date with how that's all transpiring. But he certainly was acknowledging, wasn't he, in what he was saying, that having those fixed locations, or in his words, glued in certain locations, those will be a thing of the past. He said there are solutions. There is a problem in resisting those solutions. Most economies all over the world have some monopoly to the elite. What I was saying, there is a segment in society always that tries to preserve more wealth for themselves than the rest of the population. He can't really understand this, but obviously it's all to do with control, power, all of these sort of things. He said whenever there is a good idea or solution emerge, they normally fight it, and in a definite way to put it down because it minimizes their massive wealth. But it certainly can make it easier if they allow it for the rest of the population on a global scale. But do they really want to do that? They don't like to lose that control. He said, I also believe we have something that is at that level, that changing, life-changing level, where it is going to be good and beneficial to the masses, viable, and can contribute to the betterment of humanity in different sectors. I'm not just saying financial gains. Obviously, that part of the business is going to be there, guys. That is probably first and foremost of why we all looked at Onpassive in the first place, but also the educational side of what Onpassive is going to do, the communicational side, saving time and effort using AI technologies that are integrated within our products and services. Certainly, they can do that. If you remember, Ash once said, if it's needed, we will produce it. If it's not needed, then we won't. Also, he said that we've been fought in many ways from different dimensions, and clearly because we have something, there is no other explanation rather than what he believes of what they are trying to do. Other people don't like it, so that's why they're attacking it, because he said there really is no other reason why they would be doing what they're doing to us if there wasn't that idea that they are trying to change things. He said we definitely have something that you can believe in and take away from the wealth of the nations in a good way. He said, I don't think it's surprising if you have followed our journey that there have been some serious attempts to put us down, diminish our efforts to bring this to the world. That is again what I was saying about people trying to hold on to their gravy train. Obviously, we are still here. We haven't gone anywhere, and we're not going to. They are not going to secede because we believe this is needed more than anything, and we have every right to bring it to the public. It is our property in a way because we've produced it, and our proprietary is like an intelligent property. So as well, it is our effort and it's in our heart and passion, and nobody could suppress that. He said also, I don't believe they are going to succeed. They have been trying harder than you can imagine from multiple sources, not any specific one source. And he was talking about all different dimensions, like I said, individually, from business ends, maybe even governmental. We don't know. He said the truth is they are not going to succeed, but we will. I have my reasons for knowing this, and I also have my evidences, he said. We are not at fault in any way, but also we are not perfect. I want some regulatory rules, he also said, to supervise and police the internet space. But perhaps that's happening now, is like they are mixing up the good guys and the bad guys in the same bucket. And it really is unfair. We are paying the price of somebody else's failure and envy in a way. He also went on to say that will go away because we are not going anywhere. And there is also no plan B, no C, no D. He said there is only a plan A. We are here to bring something good to our humanity, and we are committed. Nothing else has changed except for our commitment to bring the Onpassive 2.0 or phase 2. He said, I don't want to change this day to a serious topic. And he was talking about, obviously, Marty's birthday. He said, or dialogue, because it is a very special day for our brother, Marty DeGarmo. He said, in conclusion, we are not going anywhere. We are here. They're not going to bring us down. I said it before, and I will say it every time forever. There is only one person that can stop us, and that is God. He said, if he wants us there, I am going to be here. We have the convictions that of him that is not being rejected. I'm not preaching or being spiritual in any way. It's just my belief. I should have the right to voice those feelings of what I believe. So hang in there. We are only going to succeed and bring you good stuff. Absolutely loved it. Who's that? Irina Stexelis, thank you so much for joining the Tea Clubbers once again.
Good old-fashioned recap.
It's like a good old-fashioned recap. Absolutely love doing it. This is what I like doing more than anything else, breaking down what our CEO has said. So hopefully it makes a little bit more sense to you. I'd also like to thank Gabrielle, by the way, for sending me those notes. Really helpful. Saves me trawling through the video multiple times and making my own notes. Keep on doing that, my friend. But it's suffice to say, guys, he's not going anywhere. We've seen him again. He's upbeat. He looks relaxed. He's confident. Fatima, thank you so much for your super sticker. Very, very kind. That is all I need to know. He's here to stay. He's not giving up on us. He's confident that it's all going to work out. This is why I encourage every single one of you, stay the course, hang in there. Good things are coming our way. That's it from me for today. See you all tomorrow. On Wednesday, I'll also give you a good shout out tomorrow. So come along and I will be in the chat as well. That's it from me. Bye for now.